Hello, I'm Holly Michael, editor and publisher of the Twin Creek Times, and this is our preview for April 8. So this week, the big story is that early voting is open for the May 5th primary. So if you'd like to vote early, you can head downtown to the Board of Elections and you can vote there. Or you can vote absentee, although the deadline to submit a ballot is coming quickly. And if you want to vote on May 5th, I want to make sure that you feel like you are prepared between now and then. And I have story on the issues that are on the ballot in Jackson Township, both renewals for road and police, and then the important Republican primary for the District 40 representative in Columbus between Rodney Creech and Todd Smith. And Creech has been a representative for the last few terms. Smith has held a similar position, but since he did, the districts have been reconfigured. So he would be representing both of our communities if he was elected this time, as opposed to, I think, only representing part of the community last time. So pay attention to those elections and make sure your voice is heard and participating in the vote. So this week, instead of doing a video list, I have created a quiz about Germantown. And so to check out the link and see how you do, it tells you your score at the end. And I think it's fun. And don't worry, if you're more interested in Farmersville and Jackson Township, I have a quiz prepared for next week for that part of the community. So test your German Township knowledge this week, and you can test your Farmersville Jackson Township knowledge next week. And there's plenty more topics, so maybe we'll have future quizzes either on those municipality kind of borders or on other topics. So we'll see how it goes. Also, I have photos from the Easter celebrations from this past weekend, both the prayer walk in Farmersville and the egg hunts in Germantown, and then out at the park in Farmersville. So some good pictures of some of the action there, and you can see how big the crowds were. It was a gorgeous day, and I'm glad that we got to have such a nice day for our egg hunts and on Friday for our prayer walk. So I'm also writing about updates at the Germantown Dam to the spillway. So you'll remember I had one video where I pointed out several parts of the dam and called them the spillway, and I was wrong. And then I was on here updating, thanks to some very astute readers, to point out what the spillway actually is. Well, I'll have even more photos and more updates on work that the Miami Conservancy District is planning to do on the actual spillway for the Germantown Dam. Finally, I am launching a series of business profiles, and I've got one this week on the Village Flower Shop, and I've got a couple in the queue. But if you are interested in, you have a local business that you would like to be included in our free profile, you could fill out the form at the link that's in the story. And lastly, I would just like to invite you to continue to engage and follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, and also we're on Instagram. And I use Facebook largely to share links to the stories that have been published in the weekly emails and kind of sprinkle those out throughout the week for people to see and comment on. Instagram is much more behind the scenes on things that I'm working on before they've been published. So if you want to get a sense of what's coming and want to feel like you're in the know, check out the posts and videos that I have on Instagram. Hope you have a great week.